Good afternoon. What is on my feet and peeps? Sorry I'm late. There's so many pop-ups on my screen. Sorry, I am here now. Hello, hello. Greetings. Hello, hello. I've had a busy day. Well, I've been busy all holiday. I'm feeling a lot better, by the way. I am still coughing quite a bit, and it's quite... Oh, fuck. It's quite mucusy. Not gonna lie. I hope I didn't just click on something. God damn it. Oh, I forgot to get a fucking drink. Yeah, so busy day. Oh, I'm gonna get like fine. Yeah, I've had a busy day. I've been busy this week altogether. I've been doing the long and arduous task that was is restoring all of the Monster High dolls. I've been really busy with it, and I've been really like diligent with it, so I'm like keeping up with it. I'm doing good. I have done pretty much all of the like first release dolls, if that makes sense. So basically when the dolls were released, like they're like signature outfits, if you will, are like what I'm referring to. Like the dolls came with like their first release would have had a like specific outfit, and all of those were like considered their like cool outfits, like Jedi Along and like that. They had like different ones for going to school with. It depended on the film release and stuff. My point being, I've done all those. So my middle shelf of Monster High dolls is complete. I say complete with the like air of they're all restored and done and looking fabulous, you know, freaky and fabulous. All the stuff, all the good stuff. But a lot of them are missing accessories, which I have touched on before. Like, obviously, when you're a kid, you don't really like take care of things like that the best you should, maybe. But I was alright with some of them. I've kept like a lot of them, but the ones I do have like accessories and stuff for, I've like updated the accessories. I've been like painting them. I feel like I'm painting like Warhammer figures. Honestly, it's so like it's so just satisfying. I can't tell you how much I'm enjoying it. Just like sitting at my desk, watching like deep dives on like weird internet culture and painting like these very tiny accessories just to make them look maybe more like the stock photos. A lot of them I've done just to like give a bit of oomph to the accessories, because the best examples I can give of that are like Rebecca Steens. I've got her doll like complete. But she came with like a bag. Welcome, Nat. Good to see you. Darity drink night. Nat, I have to go and get a drink for that. God damn it. Give me 2 seconds. I'll leave the thing on. God damn it. I have to keep up with this fucking charade. Good lord. Give me 2 seconds. Fucking bird. God damn it, Nat. So, I'm gonna eat and go eat my pizza. Stay hydrated. Thanks, Nat. Enjoy your pizza. Cheers, Net. Oh yeah, I didn't plan that very well. I was like, God damn it, if Net comes in right now, I'm gonna have to drink. And I don't have a drink on me. I have a drink now. I also have some cinnamon toast crunch in front of me. Interestingly, like, they've gone for like the winter edition, but and they're like, oh, it's got snowflakes on it. I cannot see a single I cannot see a single snowflake. Oh, those kind of snowflakey. They look more like spiders. It's weird. Anyway. Right. What was I saying? Yeah, so I've been like slowly making my way through the collection. Like I've been painting all these little like accessories like to make them look more like what they look like on the like stock images or the like promo, or like just to make them look a bit better. And Rebecca Stevens one, it's one I've been doing that with. Her bag was just a basic like navy, and so I painted it like with some like it's just a navy clock, but I thought the clock could do with like looking a bit more like steampunky, so I painted little accents on it, like because it's already got these like clock molds on it, so I just painted over those slightly with like a bit of a gold coppery shimmer. It looks really nice. I'm really happy with it. Another one I want to do that with is like Janet Fire's like suitcase, because I've seen someone online do that and it looks amazing, and I'm really tempted, but it's like quite a big like accessory, so it's gonna be like a bit of a monumental task, and I kind of had to like be done with the second shelf and move on to like getting the rest of the others restored before I started doing other stuff. So that's what I was doing, and then I started making my way through the like rest of the shelves and stuff. And then I don't know if I talked about this on stream, but one of the things that happened last week was that Paul very kindly has been like looking on and off on the internet for me. He didn't really say anything, he just kind of did it. And he found a listing for a set of like 4 dolls in pretty dire condition. I'm not gonna lie, like in pretty like terrible condition, but a lot of them still had like all their clothes and like not all their accessories, but definitely like a handful of them. They'd very clearly been some kids like prized possession and then like not taken care of and played with, which is fine. They are dolls designed for children at the end of the day, so it's pretty common to find most listings of them like incomplete or like in like dire conditions. So when he showed me, I was like, hey, that's not bad, because they wanted like $2.99, but it was obviously a bidding thing on eBay, so they wanted like $2.99 for like the set originally, and I was like, hey, let's put on that. So he like started bidding, and like towards the like last couple days, I said to him like, hey, what's it on now? Because realistically, I'm not paying like more than 30 for them. Keep in mind, I thought that there was like 3 dolls, and then it's like, no, there's 4. And I was like, okay, I'm still not really willing to pay more than 30, and that's not including shipping, obviously. But I was like, I'm not really willing to pay more than 30, especially not in the condition they're in. And fortunately, at this point, they were only at like, I think it was 12, like 99. So we were in good for a bit. And then finally, like the last few days came up, and he's like, I got it for you. Your total is like £50. And I was like, aces. So I got them. I got 4 dolls for $15, which is great. It's not ideal, obviously, but like I've paid recently, like I don't know if I talked about it, but I did end up getting those charity shop dolls I was like umming and ahhing about, but I did get them, and they were £15 each, but I've got them. But because like they're in like slightly better condition, so I paid that for those, and that's about what I'm willing to pay for dolls in general. Like obviously, if it's like new in the box or if it's complete, then yeah, I'd pay a lot more for it. But like, I typically have like a judge it case by case basis. So these ones in the charity shop, I was like, yeah, money going to charity. I'm not gonna like snub my nose at that. And they gave me all the diaries along with it, so that was really cool. None of the diaries are for the dolls, ironically, but they gave them to me because they had no idea what to price them at, and like they're just like, hey, you seem to know more about this than us. Ironically, like the lady, the cashier, I don't know if I did talk about this, but she kind of called me a loner, and Paul's like, she did not call you a loner, and I'm like, it kind of sounded like she called me a loner, but basically she was like, because I paid, like, it was £15 for each doll, so that's about £30 in total, and all the diaries as well. Diaries, keep in mind, are probably about £2 to £5 each, like secondhand normally, so to get them all together for that price is not too bad. So I got those. And I went to, like, I was cashing out, and I was getting done with cashing out, and I was saying to the lady behind the till, who wasn't the lady who I'd spoke to get them out of the cupboard, and who said, like, yeah, you can have the diaries. That was obviously the manager. So the manager went back to the back rooms, and then the lady at the front, like, was cashing me out, and I was like, yeah, I've been collecting them for quite some time, and I've just been umming and ahhing, and I decided to get them finally. And she straight up said, well, you could get, like, they're like £30 for the bunch, and like you could get a good night out for that, but hey, you've done a good thing. And I was like, hey, what the hell? She's like, obviously, like, you know, you've been collecting them, so that's what you're into, but like, you could get a good night out for 30 quid. I was like, hang on a second, Ed. In my head, I was like, it didn't sit right with me. I was like, well, for one, what kind of good night out are you having for 30 fucking pounds? Jesus Christ, that's like minimum what I spend at one bar on like 2 rounds, you know? So, like, I was like, where on earth is she going that she's getting like a good night out for £30? But also, it just felt like a bit of a like, really, you're like an adult buying dolls, and it just kind of like, I guess, reinforced that sort of thing in my head that, you know, is happening recently with the doll collecting. Is like, people are a bit like, really, you're still into that? I don't think it's that uncommon. It's not uncommon, I know it's not. Adult doll collectors are very like common. If anything, especially in the Monster High scene, most people buying them now are adult or young adult like collectors. That tends to be the like general like vibe, and I've collected them since I was like minuscule, and they were like back when they were still coming out, with the G1 dolls. So I've been collecting them for a while, but it was like, damn. Damn, wait till you find out what I do when I get home on a weekday. It's like, Jesus Christ, it's like, I'm not going out, I'm not like going anywhere, I'm going home to sit on my computer like a basement dweller. It's just like, I don't have a basement, I have an office, but whatever. So I was a bit sad about that one, but it's fine. But yeah, so I've been like very diligently like restoring them. Those dolls that I got at the charity shop, they've been restored ages ago. But like, they're pretty cool. But these 4 dolls I got, they're really sick. I'm really happy with them, but they do need so much work, which I'm not shying away from, because if you want to like, if you want to get into Monster High collecting, which I don't think any of my audience do, sorry, but if any like new audience in the future is watching this and is like shaking in their seat right now, if you want to get into like the collecting scene, the best way I can do it, the best way I can recommend to do it is not to shy away from having to like do up dolls. There's a lot of guides online, especially on TikTok, about how to best restore dolls, the best tools to use. I don't use half of them. You don't need a lot. A lot of places recommend Ghoul, and for one, I recommend Ghoul as well. I've used it. It's pretty spectacular, but the best advice I can get is like, you know, judge it based on the like doll's hair. If it's sticky, then you need to use some sort of oil to remove it, whether that's glue gun. I found jojoba oil works as well, and sift cleaner. Sift cleaner is like I really recommend sift cleaner. I feel like this is a point in which I should say I also recommend wearing gloves, but I never do. So like, if you've got like contact dermatitis issues, I'd recommend it, but I have used Sif Cleaner since I was little, so I've not had any problems with it, even though I do struggle with sensitive skin. Don't know what that's about. Anyway, point being, I got these dolls and I got them pretty cheap because I'm not afraid to restore things, and they're in pretty like they're at like the tether of my skill set with restoring. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, they are really like testing me. The main ones being that like so the 4 dolls I got were Abby Abominable's Picture Day one. I got that one. I got a um I got a Howling Wolf dance class, which I do already have, but I'm missing a lot of her accessories. And she comes with shoes on this one, which I'm missing, so I'll take those. And I have plans to use that Howling doll base for a custom doll project that I plan to eventually do. It will just be a Howling, like a restyle. I'm trying to like, I'm gonna make her look like Howling from Haunt the Kabash, or Haunt the Kabah. I don't know how you pronounce it. I'm so sorry. But that line of 13 Wishes dolls that look really ethereal, I'm gonna be redoing her to look more like she does in the movie. Not that I've ever seen the movie, but I'm gonna make her look like she did in the movie. Because the doll we got with that collection for Howling was not. It was just her in standard like uniform, which is like, alright, but like, where's the 13 Wishes doll? We never got one, so I'm gonna try and like make that one, which I think will be fun. But I can use the like shoes for other stuff, and if I don't have anything else I can use the like clothes for, I can probably just sell the clothes and make a bit of money back for it if I really wanted to, but I'm not good at selling things, so like I might just have to pass it to Paul. Anyway, so I got that one. I also got a Claudia Wolf Frights Camera Action one. Most of her like little accessories, like her glasses and her necklace and one of her earrings, are gone, but she's got all her clothes. And what I think is really fun is that I noticed she had 2 bracelets on her hand. She's missing one hand. A lot of them are missing parts. I'll get to that. But like, she's missing a hand, but on the other hand is the hand that has her bracelet. So it comes with her bracelet, which is great because those are the bits that usually go missing. And I noticed there were 2 bracelets on there, and I was like, that's weird. Most of the stock images don't show another bracelet, and I couldn't find anywhere where this like other bracelet come from. So when I took the arm off to like clean her up, which I have been doing, I like took the bracelet off to take a look at it, and I noticed it's one of her earrings. They've just like put it on her wrist for some reason, so that was really cool. So now I've got one of the earrings, and it's just a case of like making the other earring, which I am trying to do. Don't know how successful that's going to be, but if it's successful, then I might not be so hard done by with the rest of the like dolls in terms of like restoring their like accessories, because a lot of the accessories come from other dolls. Like they tended to recycle them, so I might have a good time with that one. I'm trying it. I'll let you know how it goes. But yeah, so I managed to restore well, I'm in the process of restoring her so far. What I've got to do next is that her dress is like, it's like a gold, it's like a black, like kind of just like an A-line dress, like pretty standard stuff. With like a gold shimmer, like Union Jack and like moon pattern on it, which is super sick. I hope people are looking up these dolls. If you're like not sure what I'm on about, I'm telling you what the line is so you can look it up if you're interested. But like this really cool like shimmery dress thing. The problem is these are obviously some kids, or were some kids, so the dress foil has gone on like half the dress. So what I'm gonna try and do is try different, like, because I've got different like options. I can either do acrylic paint, nail polish, or I've got like metallic markers as well. And I'm gonna try and like go over the like lines, because the foil pattern is still there, it's just the gold is gone. I'm gonna try and go over them and see if I can like restore it that way. If not, I'll just have to buy the dress, which is unfortunate, but sometimes you just have to like put what you're ahead kind of thing. And I can use that dress for other stuff if that is the case, but I think I might be able to do something about that, so that's fine. So that's the other thing I gotta restore her. Also, she's also got a red jacket that's kind of in dire condition, so that one might need to be like replaced, but the rest of it is looking pretty good. I've had to replace her arm though. I've got an order waiting, like going in of her arm that I'm gonna replace, so that's cool. I'm so sorry. I talk about this a lot, and I don't think anyone cares. But I really like it's my special interest right now, and it's all I talk about. And we're gonna be playing Monster High today, so it's relevant. What else was I saying? So yeah, so I've done like I've washed them as well because they were in pretty gross condition. So I've washed those. Abby's picture day one as well, also missing most of its accessories, but I've washed the clothes because they were pretty disgusting, I'm not gonna lie. And her dress really threw me through like a loop because it's got like this like icicle like foil thing over the like collar line of it. And in the like promotional pictures it's silver. And there's like a couple that it's like a different color, but it's pretty like silver or like blue, I think. And I was like, but mine's purple. Why is mine purple? So I was like looking it up everywhere. Like, did I get like a prototype? Is this what this is? Is this a factoring error? No, it's the same situation as the Claudia dress in that it's just the foils rubbed off. So that I can replace pretty easy because that's like a separate piece on the dress, whereas the like Claudia dress is the actual dresses like that one I can restore pretty easy. Again, though, she's missing both her arms. Which, if I don't know if I have talked about it, but like I've got other Abby dolls. There's one I got a lot of actually, but I've got a lot of other Abby dolls, and my main one that I've had, like, she was my first doll, right? She I lost her arm, like I broke her arm ages ago and I lost it on the way, like my mum brought it to school for me, and she lost the arm, which was devastating. So I've had to like drill like the peg out and stuff, but I've dealt with that. And I've replaced the forearm, but I ordered the wrong side, so I got the wrong hand. So I've had to order a new hand, and I've already done that, and I'll get that in the post soon, and then that can complete that one, and then I'll use the forearm on that doll, and then so on and so forth. Replace all that stuff. Not a problem. Arms are really hard to replace, I'm finding out. They're not easy to replace. I thought they'd be like this easier part to replace, but no, they're really fucking hard to find pieces for. There's like one seller in like Poland that's like on Etsy that's got loads of arms and stuff, and I'm like so sad because they're selling them for like £2, £4 each, and I'm like, damn, that's a good deal. Except when you realize that it's Etsy, so the shipping cost is about £10, and I'm like, I'm not paying fucking £12 for a fucking hand. So I'm pretty bummed out about that one. Might be worth looking in if I have to get like a buttload of them in the future, and then it might be more worth it, but I digress. So we'll see about that one. But for the most part, I'm alright with arms and stuff. It's just these dolls I've got recently need more replacing. Another doll that came in, the last doll I got in that, was the Ghoulia Yelps. Scaris doll? Yeah, Scaris. Which is the like Paris line. I don't have many of the Scaris dolls. I've got like Jennifer and like Scalita, and they both came from that line, but I don't have any of the base ones, like the base like generation dolls in that like line. So this is pretty cool. Unfortunately, despite the fact she came with literally like her glasses, her earrings, pretty much all the accessories, minus like her luggage, but that's again that's easily replaceable. She came with a broken knee joint. Now, if you don't know about Monster High dolls, I've talked about this before. The arms and hands come out pretty easy. They're pretty like easy to like take on and off, right? The knees, however, were not, and they oftentimes, if they broke, you had to replace the entire body mold. If it was a case of like an elastic thread, then I could just like cut the hips off and like replace those. But unfortunately, all these dolls seem to have the like plastic ones, which were kind of brought in to like defeat that whole elastic going after a while situation that they had going on, which is great in hindsight, not so great when you're getting dolls with the knee joint completely snapped off, which would be, it's unfortunate. But I said to Paul when we were looking at them, I was like, I can replace that, because they were sending it and both the legs had the boots still on, so I was like, this is fine. I've got all the accessories then, so all I need is like those boots, doll, head, the rest of the accessories, and I can get like a body mold to replace it. I've already bought the body molds, got like a bunch of them for £6 on Vinted, so shout out to Vinted. So that's not a problem. And then they arrived yesterday, and they hadn't fucking shipped the leg. They like didn't pack it with the order, even though it was like listed in the photos on the eBay link, and I was like, oh. And I was like, I don't want to cause a fuss, but I've like paid for this, and like all I need is the fucking shoe. And so I had to say to Paul, like, hey, they didn't send the like part of it, and he's like, I will message them. So he messaged them, and they got back pretty quick, and they're like, oh, it must have fallen out in the storage bag. I'm really sorry. They're sending it over. He's told them, like, you don't have to send the whole leg. You can just send the shoe if you can get it off. So we might get the leg, we might not. It doesn't really matter if we don't. It'll have to go. The leg itself will have to go in the bin. I can't reuse it. Mostly the other parts I can usually like reuse and stuff, but legs I can't. Legs aren't usable anymore. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so I've removed the head. I had to just yank it off because with Monster High dolls you can usually like soak the heads in like boiling water and like pop the heads off no problem, right? And I was like, hey, this is never going to be a problem for me because I do boil washes on my dolls. And then I had the issue with the Venus doll where I boil washed it and it caused it to crinkle. So when I got this Ghoulia and I was like getting ready to like prep her for restoration, I realized like, oh man, I can't boil the head off. I just sound so barbaric when I say it out loud, but I can't boil the head off. So I had to like just yank it off and just hope the peg didn't break inside it, which they do have a habit of doing. Fortunately, I managed to just get the whole unit off, so that was pretty good to going. But like, man, was I sweating for a minute there, because Ghoulia's hair type is one of those hair types that you cannot boil wash at all. A lot of the dolls you can't boil wash, it's not recommended. Especially if they've got like tinsel in them. But the ones like Ghoulia and the ones that typically have straight hair or pink hair, for some reason they just decided to use Kanekalon, which I've used Kanekalon, I've worked with Kanekalon, I know its heat resistance, it's very minimal. And I still chanced it with my Venus doll, and I paid the price for that, which was unfortunate, but I fixed that now, so that's not a problem. However, I didn't really want to go through that panic again with the Ghoulia one, so I've just had to like suck it up and just break it off. It's fine. It didn't break. It's okay. But like, man, I don't even know where I'm gonna start with restoring this, because she's got like curls in her hair, and I'm like, man, I've gotta like boil wash this but in the sink, and that's not the same, and it just won't look as good, and I just hate not boil washing the dolls. I love boil washing them. There's nothing more satisfying than when you like dunk the head in and all this hair comes out like looking so sleek and nice. Kanekalon you literally can't use heat with. Like when I make dreadlocks in the past, because I used to make like double-ended dreadlocks, which are a type of dreadlock extension thing you can do. It was a whole thing. It was very much in my cybergoth days, if you will. So I used to make those quite a lot, and I think I did talk about it on the stream once before. But Kanekalon is like, it's easy to work with when you're putting it on things, but it's not so easy to maintain, because in order to maintain it, like, you have to be a lot more diligent. The other thing about Kanekalon, so it's not the same Kanekalon, right? It is Kanekalon. Take a shot every time I say Kanekalon. It's the same Kanekalon, right? as the stuff I use for dreadlocks. It's the same connectron that you get sometimes at like festivals or like events where they braid it into your hair, if you've ever seen those sort of stalls. It's that stuff. The difference being is the dull grade connectron is a lot shinier. It's like it's softer, silkier. It's just nice. Connectron looks really nice on dull hair. It's just really difficult to maintain because it goes really frizzy after a while. And if you brush it while dry, it has the habit of like getting split ends, which I'm like now looking at this head and I'm like, oh, there's quite a few split ends on this. And it doesn't really look as bad as like when real hair gets split ends, but it's still like unfortunate. The only solution to that is that I can restore it and see if that works, which I think it will because I've already restored another Ghoulia doll I've got and it's turned out fine. But you know, worst comes to worst, I have to reroute the whole doll, which is not a fun task. It's not a task I've ever tried, but it's not a task I really want to have to do, you know? With this Howleen doll, I'm going to have to reroute that one because her hair's Knecklon. But I also plan to do this, like, Wonderkava doll, and that I'm going to do with different hair type because Saran hair it just looks better straight. And she's got like really tight neck-long curls, and it's not gonna look good. So I'm gonna have to buy Saran and get a whole load of like doll rooting tools and sort that out. But you know what? I wouldn't do it if I didn't love it. And that's the moral of this. I sound like I'm complaining, but I am 100% enjoying myself and I'm having the best time. I cannot tell you how much enjoyment I'm having just like getting to sit at my desk every morning, watch like some sort of video online and just like I'm enjoying my holiday. I'm getting to enjoy my holiday. I know I haven't been like so great with the stream stuff, but like Jesus Christ, I'm like letting myself live. I've been so unwell recently. But yeah, so that's my job recently. I'm trying to like think how many dolls I've restored successfully so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 3, 23 completed restorations out of 38 dolls. That's not bad. I'm doing really well. Holy shit. I've got more than 38 now as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 21, 24, 29, 30, 31, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. How the fuck did that work out? I'm missing dolls? What's going on here? How did I go from like getting 4 added to my collection and I've only gone up? I think I've just counted wrong. I'm not counting. Yeah. Something like 30, 40. Oh, 40. We won. Okay. Dude, no, this is annoying me. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 1, 26, 28, 29, 30, 1, 5, 6, 37, 38, 40, 41, 42. Did that work? Okay, anyway, I've missed something somewhere, but yeah, 42 dolls now. So I'm doing like, okay. All things considered. I'm losing my mind a bit. I've also got curtains finally for the office. I haven't put them up yet. They are Monster High ones. 100% obsessed. Fortunately, I bought them, right? They cost me like a $5. I'm not gonna shove my nose at that, but like I bought them, right? And they didn't have any measurements or anything, so I was like 100% just taking a chance on them. And they arrived, and literally, I'm only gonna need one fucking curtain from my window in the office. It's like, and it's not like something that we're not used to in this house. Like most of the rooms only require like one curtain, like from the set, which worked out in the living room because we found a really long, like black velvet curtain in a charity shop, and it fits our window in the living room perfectly, which is like a really long, like skinny window. And then in our bedroom, like I could just get a door divider one for that, and that looks sick. It's so cool. And then in the boys' room, we already had curtains for there and stuff. It was just the office that needed curtains left, and I put it off for ages. But then I knew once I got the Monster High dolls up, I wanted curtains in here because, well, time of year anyway, streaming at this time of day when the sun's setting behind me, I can't see the screen half the time. Fortunately, the sun has gone already, so it's not a problem. But then, also with the dolls, they get sun bleached really easily, and that is a mammoth task to try and fix. I've been working on it. I've been finding different like solutions to it, and for some of the dolls it works. Some of them it doesn't. It's not great. I prefer the darker skin toned dolls, I'm not gonna lie, because they don't sun bleach. Ironically, it's really weird. Like the problem with Monster High is like a lot of them are like lighter skinned, which was like quite a contentious issue at the time anyway. But like, of course, like a lot of them are like weird colors, so like blues, like grays, that kind of thing. And it's all those ones that end up like sun bleaching, and it looks horrendous. And then you have to go over it with like hydrogen peroxide, which is just like hair dye developer. That's what I've been doing. Really hard to try and do in the middle of October when it's like raining constantly outside, but I don't even think it would be any better if I did it in the summer. So there's that. Paul just left. I don't know why. Fortunately, in this house though, like there isn't much like natural light coming in, which isn't great, but like it's also great in the sense I've got protection in a way for all my collections and stuff, which is ideal. So I'm not too unhappy about that. But it's great. It's great. It's good times. Good times. Yeah. I think that's all I've got to talk about with the Monster High stuff. I've also cleaned up all the play sets because they kind of got a bit grotty over the years. But I fixed those up, so I got to put those together and put those on display. But that's going to be fantastic, and I'm really excited. I am spending a considerable amount of money on it, but like, it's fine. I've done my expensive stuff for the month. I've done my shelving and stuff that's dealt with, so that's taken care of. Now it's just the sofa and that I'm taking money out of my savings for, so keep rolling in it. Anyway, does anyone else like when you haven't eaten for several hours and like you put food in your mouth, usually something sweet, and it makes your mouth like pucker and like salivate like when you eat a lemon? I get it all the time, and it's so annoying. But like it's such a weird experience, and I've talked about it before with other people, and they're all like, "That's so weird. That's not normal." But like, I swear that's such a normal thing that it's like I get it all the time. Anyway, right. I'm gonna play the game because I don't have a time limit as such today. However, Paul will want to eat dinner at some point before like 9 o'clock, so. And also, like, usually when I stream, like, when I'm streaming on Thursdays, like, I have to go after, like, playing for one day, and that's just because, Paul and I, like, have to go and get takeaway on Thursdays. We always eat takeaway on Thursdays. It's expensive, yes. It's not great. It's not really sustainable, but I don't have time to cook on a weekday normally, because it's work day, and stream at the time I want to now stream at, so it just doesn't really work out any other way. But usually, like, I have to do it by a time limit. I wouldn't have a time limit today, but the place shuts at a certain time, so I've still got a time limit. And it's no different to any other day of the week, so I'm gonna be starting to play the game very shortly. I love all my streaming files on this computer are just like downloads from the internet. And it also mute the sound because I get ear raped. Not a problem for you guys because I will keep you muted until the game starts because your girl doesn't want to get copyrighted and I keep getting copyrighted on these videos. I also haven't set up a VOD for today. I was supposed to, and then it wasn't like uploaded in time, so please excuse. It will go up at some point, probably tomorrow, because I'm on top of it a bit more than I usually am. Cool. Just seeing the like audio meter peaking, despite the fact that I'm not like playing any audio. Worrying. Right. Also, fucking this up. Okay, hope you can still hear me. Oh, we've got a different outfit on today. I don't remember selecting this, but Jesus Christ, it looks a bit UV. I'm all for it. Oh my god. Whoa. Those are nice. Look at those. Why not? Fuck it. Probably end up getting something else at some point. Web school. Pretty sure today is the fashion show as well. We've got that to deal with.
This meeting of the student council is now in session. So everyone, how did everything go with the flyers yesterday? Has there been any student feedback yet, Laguna?
Walking through the corridors this morning, it's obvious that people are really excited. The students I spoke to love the idea of eating cookies and at the same time improving Monster High. It's a win-win situation for all of us.
3 exclamation marks.
Awesome. Anyone else with something to add? No? Okay, on to the next item of business, getting the cookies. New Ghoul, do you mind hitting up Deuce again to see if the cooking club will help out? Well, that's about everything then. Okay, team, go home and get some rest. You're gonna need it. Tomorrow's bake sale should be even bigger than the last one.
Shit.
Meeting adjourned.
No demands for money from Spectre today though. What's going on at the end of the hallway? Fuck that. Oh. Anyway. I'm just enjoying this so much. Welcome, Cosmenda! Hello, hello, how are you? No! No! I was so... God damn it. Welcome, welcome. Doing fab, I was looking for Monster High streamers and you might be the one and only. I'm not the one and only, but I'm glad that you were able to find me today. Because Monster High is my special interest and I have literally spent this entire stream talking about it. I love Monster High. I've been like, in the fandom, do we still call them that? I've been in the like fandom since I was I've been in the fandom. I'm not doing well at this. Been in the fandom since like 2013 because I live in the UK and that's about when we started getting the doll releases over here. But like I've been collecting them for like several years and like I've been talking a lot about the fact that I've been restoring all my old dolls and like getting some new ones. Yes, I just played Skulltimate Secrets, but knew nothing about the world, and then someone gave me a starting point. Interesting. Yeah, it's really interesting seeing people come in through G3, which is what Skulltimate Secrets is, by the way, for anyone that is curious. Skulltimate Secrets is part of the G3 generation of the world. And it's also, unfortunately, the game that is the reason why this game is no longer available on Steam, but that's fine. There's an archive website for it now, which is how we were able to access it, but yeah. Oh, that's awesome. What's some of your favorites? I couldn't tell you. I literally don't have a set favorite because it changes all the time. It depends on how I'm feeling, like, and this was true when I was a kid. In all honesty, like... Sorry, I'm not very well. Probably my favorite... Oh man, I'm like looking at my dog. There's like, I've got like top 5, but like, geez, even that would be a stretch. In terms of like nostalgia reasons, I'd probably say Toralei, Generation 1 Toralei was my favorite and probably still to this day holds a very special place in my heart because she and Abby Abominable's first wave dolls were my first collection. They were the first ones in my collection and what started this beautiful collection that's been going on for like, oh god, 2013, 12 years, oh my god. Boo. It's actual boo, not a Monster High fan. Yeah, unfortunate. But I would say the Generation 1 Toralei is probably like a solid favorite. I'm not gonna lie though, if we're talking like doll overall and like including all the generations, Toralei is still up there. Her G3 like redesign is actually pretty nice. And I'm like not the biggest fan of the G3 dolls, but like some of them I'm like all for. And Toralei's and Jennifer's like redesigns, honestly, were the turning point for me. Those dolls look incredible, and in all honesty, I'd honestly say it would be a bit of a hard toss for me to choose between like Generation 1 Jennifer and like Generation 3 Jennifer, because the Generation 3 doll looks fantastic. Fantastic, if you will. G1 Toralei and Abby sounds pretty epic. G1. Oh, the boo was for the game being taken off Steam. Oh, I want to play it so bad. There is an archive website in which you can get all the games and the webisodes and the films now. Can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but it's where I was able to get my game from and where I'm able to like direct people. I can't send a link in chat because I'm not gonna lie, it's like, it's abandonware, so technically it's like fine, but like you gotta keep in mind Monster High is still a very active brand, so be careful. Monster High. If you look up Monster High Archive, it should come up. Yeah, Ghoul's Archive is the website. It's ghoulsarchive.card.co if you're interested in finding out like finding all the old stuff, especially from the G1 stuff. They've also got some stuff for G2, but we don't talk about G2, so this is good to know. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm glad I could introduce you to the rest of the games, but if you are interested in playing this game, this is where I got it. I won't lie to you, you got to keep in mind it's abandonware. It's technically not available for running anymore, so all the re-uploads of the game are actually like technically torrents or like similar, so just be aware of that. The other thing is like, you're downloading a file off the internet. I've done it, I've not had any problems, so I'm pretty confident to tell you that it's not malware. However, the game doesn't run great. That's what I'm trying to get to. The game really doesn't run very well anymore. They've got the other games and they've got lists of emulators on there for you if you want to like try the other ones, because most of the other ones were console based. This is the only PC one, hence why we're playing this one first. But this one, like, one of the problems we have is like, you can see here the notification tab for the forums. I think that's what they're supposed to be. The newsfeed. The newsfeed is broken. If I click on this, which we're not going to, but if I was to click on this, it would crash the game. I don't know why it started. That's a problem I'm having with it. And I've seen some other people having different problems with the re-uploads of the game, but it's worth a go. Ignore the stream elements message. She's from the Scaris movie, right? Yes. Jennifer was in both the Scaris movies, and she's also in this game, and we'll see her later. She was a bit of a contentious character because obviously a lot of these are based off like local legends and stuff, so it's up to you to like make your own decisions with that. But yeah. Thank you very much for the follow, Cosminda. Welcome to the Forest of Fantasy. We hope you enjoy your stay here. I do other stuff other than Monster High. I don't know if that's a disappointment to you or stuff, but we're doing this in a minute because it's like my main special interest. But what happened to G2? So if you didn't know, G2 was basically like Mattel's like, hang on. G2 was Mattel's like attempt at a redesign back when Monster High was still like pretty at its peak, but like sales were dwindling. And also around that time, Mattel lost the Disney rights to the dolls. So Mattel originally used to produce the Disney princess dolls for Disney, but they released a doll line called Ever After High, which does link into this world, if you will, but it comes up a lot when discussing Monster High. But basically, it looked like a carbon copy of Descendants, which then came out a year later. So Disney were not happy about the fact that, you know, they were kind of copying their homework, if you will, so they sacked Mattel, essentially. So Mattel is the doll brand. They do Barbie and stuff, but they used to do these Disney dolls. They sacked Mattel, so Mattel can no longer do anything with the Disney IP. So they lost that money, and they lost the princess demographic, if you will. And so in order to like appeal to those people still buying Mattel dolls, they softened up the G2 of the Monster High franchise, made them look a lot softer in the face, a lot less gothic, bigger eyes. They took away pretty much everything that made that brand special, dumbed down the designs, took away all the accessories, basically made the dolls cost less to produce, is the running theme with that. And it just didn't look good, it didn't sell good. It was considered the downfall to Monster High, which was why people were so nervous when G3 came along. G3 fortunately took off. I'm very pleased that G3 took off, but because a lot of people are getting into Monster High now because of G3. But yeah, it's a whole story. Izzy's, which is a channel we talk about a lot on this channel, has a really good video online about it if you're interested. But yeah. Of course, loving it here. No, I love that you're so into Monster High because I fell down a rabbit hole, but I'm sure there's a lot more to enjoy around here too. Yes, I am deep in the rabbit hole of Monster High. I obsessively talk about it a lot in the stream, much to the dismay of my like regular viewing audience. But I'm really into the Monster High franchise. It's like my #1 special interest at the minute. I've got a whole like shelving unit next to me now in my office, like just with all the dolls that I collected on it. We just like counted them as well. I've got like 42 of them now. But yeah. Ever After High equals Descendants, but Descendants dressed like Monster High. They were all copying a... I don't really know what happened. It was like a long time ago. I mean, Ever After High came out around the same time as like Monster High did, in what I remember from growing up in that era. But they like look, if you compare the two doll lines together, they look incredibly like each other, which is unfortunate. But you have to keep in mind Ever After High came out first. However, obviously Descendants was in the works for like quite some time, so Mattel likely had the like rough sketches for the Descendants dolls because they would have been the ones producing them. So when they came out with Ever After High, Disney were pissed, and then took all their Disney Princess merchandise and gave the rights over to Hasbro, which is now the producer for the Disney Princesses like doll stuff. But Mattel used to do it. I don't know why Mattel was panicking about money though. Barbie is like one of the biggest selling like doll brands in the whole world. So like why they're panicking about losing the rights to Disney, I don't know, but you never know with these things. They always want to make profits and stuff, and unfortunately like they've redesigned Monster High like 3 times now. What we're playing right now is considered the G1 like time period, but when this game was released it would have been just before G2 came out. I don't have any G2 dolls. I thought I did. I have one of the later released G1 dolls that would have been going into the like time when they were starting to like cut down on the cost of the dolls. So I've got like a budget G1 doll, but like really budget. But I don't have any of the G2 ones, and I'm not really interested in getting any of the G2 dolls. I do not have any G3 dolls either. Not because, like, I like some of them. It's just not really, something I've, like, dipped my toes into yet. I would like I said, I would like to get Jennifer, and I would love to get the Toralei doll, but I'm pretty sure it's a Target exclusive, so it's not available in the UK. Something to look into, I suppose, but I would like the Jennifer doll. I've got the Skeletor dolls that have come out since as well. I've got a Howliday Skeletor Claudine as well. That's pretty epic. I've got it up on my shelf. I paid a whole £40 for it, which is a bargain because that doll retails for about £50. And its resale value is a lot higher, so I'm pretty happy with that. And I'm also in the process of collecting all the real drama dolls as well. I've currently only got Laguna, but I'm looking to get the rest of them. But yeah, sorry. I'm really bad at like not talking about these things. This is such a like tangent. Typical. Sounds like product started cut into the creative side. Yeah, that's just the truth with any like brand though when you think about it. Yeah, makes sense. I could see Disney being salty about that. Weirdly, Ever After High didn't even sell well, so I don't know why they were so pissed about it. Ever After High, like, I don't know when it stopped production, but they pretty much cut it quite soon after it released. I guess because Monster High was taking up a lot of the time and the demographic of that audience. I don't know. I mean, neither Mattel nor Disney should be crying over lost pennies, but they do. It's weird, like, speaking from, like, somewhat personal experience in, like, working for bigger companies, like, they really do care about, like, profit losses. I can't talk too much about it, but, like, profit losses, like, to companies really matter, and I just don't get it, because it's like, guys, inflation's a thing, like, your lost pennies are not gonna really, like, matter in how much, like, compared you lost last year, but whatever. I don't know enough about business to, like, talk about it. But yeah, it's a bit of a weird one that Mattel were, like, they just sacrificed, like, Monster High, which at the time of its, like, releases stuff, it was considered, like, up there in, like, I think some sources say it was the second best selling doll line in the world at one point, obviously knocking, like, I think Bratz out the park with that one. But yeah, they took over pretty quick, and they're pretty monumental in terms of profit. So why they, like, changed it, I don't think anyone understands that direction. It didn't sell, and shortly after, like, G2 came out, they cut it, and then Monster High was out of production for several years, as we know, and then in 2022 they did the redesign. So, and people were nervous. When I tell you, people were sweating about G3, like, in the communities. I was not excited about it at all. And then they came out, and I was also still not excited, but, like, I think it appeals to the age demographic of the kids these days, and I think that's a good thing. But it's very much TikTok fashion, and it's not as gothic as the original Monster High brand is, and I think when you're riding on the coattails of another brand, or riding on the coattails of, like, a predecessor brand, when you're getting the hand-me-downs of a brand, you're in the brand. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're coming after, like, an iconic brand, right? It's gonna be, like, one of those things that, like, people are always going to compare it to the original, and as, like, an alternative person myself, like, I dress in alternative fashion. Monster High was pretty monumental in, like, me discovering that I liked, like, more gothic and emo fashion. Monster High was, like, catering to that, and to have them, like, cut it now for, like, TikTok fashion was a bit devastating to some of us fans, but I get it. And I don't think they look bad by any merits. I think they look alright, but just not really, like, the Monster High that I grew up with and loved. But that's okay. No, this is what it came for. No need to apologize. Well, you're welcome. If you've got any other, like, Monster High related questions, you're more than welcome to ask. Yeah, true. In fairness, it's not cool to steal ideas. This is just my brokenness talk. Yeah, it was a bit of a dumb one. It's like, why would you do this? Like, but, like, on the one hand, it's like, if they didn't copy Disney, then, you know, maybe Disney shouldn't be so pissed about them taking the idea. But I assume from Disney's reaction that they were pissed because they did share the ideas, which is on Mattel then, for being, like, stealing, essentially. I've got a lot of criticisms of Ever After High. I thought the dolls were pretty, like, alright, and they looked alright. It was a nice, like, brand in a way, but, like, they stole CA Cupid for one. If you don't know anything about Monster High basically had a character called CA Cupid. I'm not sure if she's in this game. I don't think we've run into her yet. The CA Cupid was, like, the radio host for the school. It's a whole thing. She was great. Iconic character, right? And then she announced on, like, I think it was either the Tumblr or the website at the time, that she was moving away to another land, to another school, and then transferred over to Ever After High, and it was like a crossover event, but like they really like softened her design, and it just looked really shit. It looks nice, but when it's like coming from another thing, it's like, god damn it, like you're really dumbing it down now. But it's the same situation with G3, I guess. I bet I should watch the live. Should I watch the live actions? I don't know anything about the live actions. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know anything about the movies because I didn't watch them growing up. I think because at the time I was coming into like being fear of being perceived, which is a very autistic thing. If you couldn't tell, I have autism. But like I was getting into sort of the phase of like not being comfortable watching or like listening to things out loud because I didn't want people to like notice me doing that. So when I was like watching films when I lived at home, I was obviously still having to do them on the family like TV. I didn't want to do that in front of my whole family, even though they fully knew and supported my Monster High addiction. This was just one part of like the fandom I couldn't like divulge like my interest in, and that was the movies. I couldn't get into them, so I've never watched the 3D animations. I watched all the web series. 10 out of 10 recommend the web series. They are also available on that archive website as far as I'm aware. But I used to watch all the web series, so I've seen all those. And then the movies I can't talk about because I never watched them. I will watch them at some point, and probably like somewhat soon. But I can't talk about those because I don't know anything about them. G3 as well, I've got no, like, I'm not in with G3, so I couldn't tell you about the actual live action, like the one Nickelodeon made. I don't know anything about that. I've seen screen caps for it, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck did they do? Like, cosplayers with less money could do, less of a budget could do better costume design than fucking Nickelodeon did with G3, like the live action movie. That was so weird. Yeah. Walking on the shoulders of giants, exactly. That's actually pretty cool, except for the redesign. It was unfortunate. It looks pretty nice, but it's like when you're comparing it to like the original CA Cupid, it just doesn't look great. Totally fair, it would be great to see a full format darker Monster High series like Riverdale. I've never seen Riverdale. But yeah, it would be nice to like, it would have been nice to have like the original like movies maybe made into live actions. And in all honesty, knowing how Disney has like taken like, god, centuries to do like their like live actions of their old movies, we might still see it. It just might not be for like several years, and there might be they'll probably go for a, they'll probably end up going for a G3 one, because you have to keep in mind that I'm pretty sure Universal, it might be Sony, I can't remember, they own the original Monster High. They have shares in the, I don't know, it's complicated, but they have shares in the original Monster High designs apparently. So this is why with the redesigns, Frankie has completely changed skin tone, for example. Like, she's gone from being like, she was originally like a mint green like skin tone in the original series, and now she's just like a mint blue. It's a very minor change, and also her neck bolts are gone in the redesign. This is G1 to G3 I'm talking about, by the way. So G1 she was like a mint green, and now she's like a light blue. Many people criticize this, and this is something that kind of happened with a lot of the redesigns. Like Laguna Blue, for example, was blue in the original ones, and then in the new ones she's pink. The reason for that apparently is that the original like shareholders or something had like some like copyright over the original designs or something, so Mattel had to change it for that reason. I don't know. That's a part of the like franchise I can't talk about. I don't know enough about it. Oh, of course, the designs are a separate IP as well. That's probably a better way of putting it. But yeah, it's something to do with the IPs being different. But yeah, it's like, it was a whole thing.
Hey, Ghoul, it's you again.
Oh my god, he's
Couldn't
got a
resist
voice
my
line.
cooking, right?
No, please don't talk to me. I hate it when they do the voice acting. cringe voice acting, also the really bad voice acting in the original games. It's a whole thing. That's right.
You've got a biting sense of humor, new Ghoul. If you're not here to try some of my tasty treats, that only leaves council business. Let me guess, you're here to ask the cooking club for help again. You'd probably like us to bake up some basketball cookies for the next fundraiser? Am I right?
Nailed it.
Ha, I got it in one. Toralai's still got a few IOUs up her sleeve. Same deal as last time. You keep quiet about the fact that the cooking club's jazzed about the fundraiser, and I'll get rid of another favor that I owe Toralai. Sound good?
Double it.
Wow! Double the order?
Oh.
The council are really looking at changing things for the better around here. It's a good time to be a student at Monster High. I'll get those basketball cookies over to you by tomorrow's council meeting.
Jesus Christ. It's painful. Now, does this person sound like an AI? This is from like 2015. I promise you, it's not an AI. It is an actual voice actor doing this. And ironically, we found out last stream, I think, of this game, that the voice actors in this are the same as the web series, which is painful when you hear Ghoulia's voice. I don't know why. They've got it's a bloke. It's a bloke voice acting her. And we were like, why does he sound so weird in this? Why is like the voice so like horrible in this? But then I was like comparing it to the webisodes, and then we looked it up and we found out it's the same person, and I was like, why have they changed the like tone of her voice? It's so drastic, and if you haven't seen the webisodes, you won't understand what I'm talking about, but it's a pretty drastic change. But this is something that changed with G3 as well. That's amazing. Wow. Well, oh yeah, you can see the Ever After High stuff up there. That's like genuine. Like they literally were like, this is the crossover. They want to see the web series in the Creepateria. That was what the council paid for. Oh, fuck off. Speak to Elizabeth. Why have I got to speak to Elizabeth? Hello, excuse me, but could I trouble you for some help? I'm about to put on a solo performance here, and I've been practicing my lines for days now. I just need for someone to know the lines I get stuck on and prompt me if it looks like I'm having trouble. Can you do that? Sure. Okay, great, thank you. Now I need to remember the following words. Propose. Oh, purpose, friends, life. I will forget that immediately, Hen. Let me take a photo because I constantly, no doubt it'll ask me to spell these out and I will have a breakdown about it. Anyway. Okay, I do love the crossover posters. Well, there you go. Monster High is like a staple for like crossovers. Obviously the main gimmick obviously being that they're all kids of monsters, usually from like franchise like IPs and stuff, like Frankenstein, daughter of Frankenstein, Draculaura, daughter of Dracula, and they've also recently several years ago, they started releasing like the Skeletor dolls of like licensed IPs, like Pennywise, the Grady twins, Greta Gremlin, based on Daughter of the Gremlins. That was a whole thing. There's so many of them now, and you can get pretty much anything. If you're into any kind of like horror or like darker like movies or like TV series, they've usually got a Skeletor coming out for it. The most recent one that's come out is like the Xenomorph from Alien. Pretty epic design. Would I get it? Would I fuck? I've never seen a horror movie in my life. I'm really, ironically, despite the fact that Monster High is my favorite franchise in the whole world and I love it and eat everything up from it, I haven't seen a lot of the horror movies that they're based on. And I'm too scared to. I'm a wimp. I'm a wuss. I'm a wimp. I'm terrible. But like, especially the Skeletor ones, I'm kind of glad because I'm like, I could not afford a Skeletor doll. But the only one that came out until recently that I'd seen was obviously the Nightmare Before Christmas ones and Beetlejuice. But they're pretty safe for work. But I'd seen the Lost Boys one, and they released a Skeletor doll for that, but apparently it didn't sell well, so there's that. Okay, you ready? Let's do this. The internal drive, the infinite thirst for meaning, is what pushes us into the light. I couldn't be here today without purpose. Without purpose. It's been a big part of my life, but you can't do it alone. It'd be too hard. Why could no one could even enjoy it without friends? Without friends, what is she practicing for? Because I like to dig deeper and get to the bottom of it. Because I want more. I want to have a full life. A full life. Ghoul, you really saved my veins. You are the wind beneath my bat wings. Fun fact, Elizabeth is the most highly sought after doll in the G1 line. This character's doll is so sought after. Ironically, friend of the channel, Mimi Maple, she's got a doll of Elizabeth. And I'm like, do you have any idea how much that thing is worth? Oh god, what does he want? That was awesome, Elizabeth. Purpose and unlife are important to me too. If you are such a you know. Nailed it like a coffin. Thanks again for your help. Phantom of the Opera. There is a Phantom of the Opera doll. Her name is Operetta. She's great, and another one I have a doll of. I actually have two of her. One of them is in the box. It's still at my parents' and waiting for when I get everything in my office set up. But I have two Operetta dolls. One out of the box from when I was little, and one they accidentally bought as like they duplicate bought by accident and just held on to it for some reason. And now I'm older. I'm like, I'll take it. It's not worth anything, but it's worth a bit more now since G3 came out. But when we last looked, it wasn't worth anything. Now I don't know how much it's worth. But yeah, Phantom of the Opera had a doll. Her name is Operetta, and she's pretty great. Wait, but what about Megan version of Elia D? There was a Megan doll. I don't know about Elia D. I don't know anything about Megan. But they had a Megan doll. It is a pretty wild doll because the faceplate came off. It was weird. That they've had a Skeletor doll for that. Oh, is she rare? She is very... She's not rare, but she's sought after. Most listings for her, even in, like, bad condition, right, is, most dolls of her, even in, like, bad condition, missing most of the accessories, like, not in the greatest, like, condition, that kind of thing, go for minimum, £65. That's the price I've found for them. In good condition, full, like, complete condition, right? She's worth about, like, £90 to £100. Insane. My bad. Elia D is a robot character from Buyuk. Oh, I hate to break it to you, but that was later in the line when I wasn't around. I should have known. But yeah, they had a Megan one. Definitely. Isn't that the, like, Elia Deed's the one that, like, they changed the skin tone and, like, she looks better in the darker colors of the, like, promotional, but, like, they changed it. And that sucks. Because I've seen that doll and it's, like, pretty cool. Aces! Wow, look how much coins I got. But yeah, they had a Megan doll. Skeletor ones are just, like... just fancy figurines. I don't really know how to describe them other than that. Oh, here we go. Right, I'm probably gonna have to... Oh, well, I will have to mute this if we actually have to do fear leading practice, because she's, gonna get copyrighted, unfortunately. Oh, shit.
Boy, I hope she actually turns up. What do we do if Cleo doesn't come to practice? Oh, don't worry, she'll be here. I dropped Cleo a SMS saying we had an urgent fear-leading situation that needed the team captain's attention. No way she'd ignore that type of message.
I'm not sure about the doll, sadly. I know that the movie had a few characters. Could be Astronova. I think it is Astronova because I do recognize that name. Elia D must be a character though. I think there were a couple robot ones. I think I'm thinking of the Astronova one, but Rebecca Stream's another robot one. That one's a great one. I've got that one. But she, they did release a Megan doll as a Skeletor one, which is the only one, as far as I'm aware, of the Skeletor ones that had kind of a gimmick. In that, obviously, her faceplate is removable. Most of them are just like figures that you just put on display in the box. Bob's your uncle kind of thing. But like the Megan one, you can have her with or without her face.
Are you sure that confronting Cleo is the best way to handle the situation?
But she's been a bitch.
I really don't know, but I do think it's one of the few options left to us. If we do nothing, someone could actually get hurt. We can't let that happen.
Oh god. Here she comes.
Well, well, what do we have here? 4 fearful fear leaders waiting for their queen.
Oh.
Like the 4 sides of a solitary pyramid lost within the sands of the Sahara. Take away the base, that's me if you didn't already guess, and it all comes tumbling down. So, ghouls, why have you summoned me from my increasingly busy schedule? I have pharaohs to see and jewels to try on. What is so important that the fear-leading team demand the queen's majestic presence?
I would have thought she'd say she's the top of the pyramid, but never mind. Love it. Me too. The voice acting leaves a lot to be desired though, but that's something they did improve on in G3, I will give them credit for that, but some of it was kind of iconic. Also very stereotyped accents, so there's that.
We need to talk to you about what happened yesterday between you and Ghoulia. It was totally unacceptable. The poor Ghoul was so upset by your behavior that she won't even come back to watch fear leading practice.
What's going on with her eyeshadow? Why is it like so like big compared to her eye? Oh, okay.
Not to mention the way you've been treating the rest of us lately. No fear leader should have to put up with that sort of behavior.
Please, Cleo, tell us what's happening. Why have you been acting so weird? Is everything all right at home? We're your friends. We just want to help you.
Enough!
Nope.
Royalty has no friends.
Oh god.
I have no problems other than the disobedient servant standing before me. I demand you do my bidding. Practice the cosmic fear-leading routine immediately so your queen may be bestowed the golden trophy of Monster Nationals. Do so now or feel my wrath.
Alright, I'm gonna like mute it real quick just in case it does launch me into the like dance practice, because it plays the Madison Beer's like, I don't think it's Bright Song because that's a different one. It plays the Monster High tune, which is fine for some reason on Twitch. But once it gets into YouTube, it copyrights me, and that's a hassle to try and edit. So. Oh, Cleo, why are you this way? Because she's a fucking bitch. She's iconic, but she was a bitch. Oh, God. Ghouls, is it just me, or has Cleo totally lost it? Please don't keep doing it. Okay, fine. Let me subject you guys to what I'm listening to.
On us.
No, it's not you. She's gone totally gaga on us.
I hate to say it, but there's no reasoning with her. We're gonna have to throw her off the team.
What?
She's not even making sense anymore.
Oh.
Have you considered my ultimatum?
We have. It's been unanimously decided that you're no longer the captain of Monster High's fear-leading team. In fact, until your behavior improves, you're no longer a part of the fear-leading team at all. We kindly ask that you leave.
Oh, fuck! This is not gonna go down well! Yeah, but I can't help love a mean queen sometimes. Dude, it was, like, iconic. She was such a bully, though, and, like, she was honestly a bit of a, like... People always, like... Toralei was considered the bully of the series, but I always thought growing up, I was like, oh, yeah, but Cleo's pretty bad, too. Like, she's not a good friend, but... She was a great friend when you could... She was the kind of person that, like, yeah, she's a bitch, but you can rely on her kind of thing. So... And I think we all know someone like that, so... Who it's like, no matter how many times they make us, like, roll our eyes, we're like, still love them. Or maybe I'm just a glutton for punishment, but never mind. 100%, yeah. But, like, she was iconic. Like, she was pretty, like, it was pretty in line with her character to be a bitch as well. Like, she was the Pharaoh's daughter, and, you know, she's clear denial. She's, like, an empress, right? She's a denial. She had to be, like, up and, like, posh and, like, upturned and, like, everyone else is beneath me kind of thing. And I think the redesign really did, like, her justice on that with the, like, royal blue being added, because that wasn't really something we really saw with the older G1 dolls. Although her Boo York, as far as I'm aware, doll had blue highlights in it, and that looked iconic. I really want that doll.
Traitors! Rebels! Betrayers! Heed my words. You will all pay for this insolence. No one at Monster High will escape. And by the mighty Sphinx, Queen Cleopatra and King Spookum, we will curse this school, making it bow to our will.
Who's King Spookum? Who the fuck is Spookum? I like how we're all just looking around smiling.
Do you think she got the message?
Really? I think she got the message, Hen.
Well, I don't think we could have been any clearer.
Yeah. Claudine was also iconic.
What about all that weird Egyptian stuff Cleo was spouting and the crazy threats against the school? Do you think we should be worried?
Nah, I think we're fine.
Get serious, ghouls. Cleo actually called us a bunch of traitors. She's obviously got a few screws loose. No offense, Frankie.
So, what should we do?
Correct, Claudine. I love Claudine. I have the original G1 Draculaura and Frankie dolls, and I would love, like, the Claudine one. That's the one I need next, like, to complete that, like, the trio, the iconic trio of the, like, starting franchise. And then obviously, like, Ghoulia and Cleo and Deuce, but Cleo and Deuce is like a whole, that's a whole hard doll to get a hold of. It's not really common to find them, like, together or in good condition, because they had, like, a lot of accessories, as did most of the earlier dolls, but I've had the Frankie and Draculaura one since I was small, so they're pretty easy to, like, keep in good condition. Ghoulia's also Ghoulia's actually quite a rare one to get in, like, complete condition. It's weird. I can see those being popular. Yeah, the original ones are really popular. The original G1 Draculaura doll is, like, it's honestly like, it's not in the rare doll sphere. The rarest doll I think the rarest doll in the Monster High collection scene is like the San Diego Comic-Con 2010 Frankie, which was the like monochrome one. That one's like considered like the holy grail of most collectors' like collection. Because it's like, there were 5,000 of them released or something, and it's like impossible to find them now. Because the brand hadn't even really come out at that point, so they were pretty rare. But another like collector item was the like Draculaura Dawn of the Dance one, because that one I think was a Walmart exclusive, and you had to buy the pack of the dolls. Like you had to get all, I think 5 of them to get the like Draculaura one. So that one's incredibly rare. But that's obviously like, that's not even like a special edition one. That's just like, it was just like a really like not sold well doll.
I think you're right. We'd better be extra careful. Cleo's cookie behavior definitely wasn't normal, so we should try to get to the bottom of it. Keep our eyes peeled and ears to the ground to find out what's happening out there in the halls of Monster High.
Surely it's the catacombs at that point, though.
Agreed. Ghouls, it's important we stay safe and remain vigilant. We need to keep tabs on any clues to what might be causing all this weirdness. While we suspect that Cleo's amulet is somehow involved, there has to be more to the story. With any luck, we'll get to the bottom of it and restore some sanity to the school. Is everyone agreed?
Dude, we need to talk to Ghoul, yeah?
Yeah. I'm in!
Okay, let's call it a day then. See you all at field eating practice tomorrow. Things should be a lot more pleasant now that Cleo's gone.
Bro, they didn't even ask me if I'm in. Whatever. Look at the shop. Oh, there's some bits in here. That's alright. Oh, they've got it in like nice colors. God damn it. Get that one. Yeah, that notification's gonna go off a few times now. Why have I gotta speak to Manny again? Is this another one of like Gil's like passing off his friends to me to deal with? Seems like it. Rude? Yeah, I know. I'm not involved in this group. Oh! Hey, man. Jeez, can you stop? What's this? It looks like a note, and it smells nice. Let me read that. Okay, sure. Fun fact, these two are dating. Manita and Iris Klops are dating in like one of the like comic books or something, or they start dating in that, and it was iconic, and I love them. They're both really clumsy. Dear darling Manny. Manny, what is this? I have no idea! Every time I catch your gaze. Manny, no! Huh? What are you getting upset with me? Because you're getting some letters from... God damn it. What just happened? Could you go in there and check on her? I would, but that's a Ghoul's bathroom. Aww. Hey, Han. Oh, it's not fair. I don't even know who... Incoherent sobbing. Sounds about right. Sounds like something I would do. And he doesn't even... Oh shit, it's gonna be one of them. The Werecat sisters were troubling or problematic. Also, I love in this, right? Want to know something? Like, Melody and Persephone, right? Which are the Werecat twins, which she is one of, right? They're, in the web series, they don't say anything. They've got no voice lines. They just meow and, like, purr. Like, that's it. That's all they do in the web series. Like, Toralei does all the speaking. So, like, them speaking in this, like, is so weird. I don't know if they speak in the movies or anything. I've not seen the movies, like I said. But in the web series, they just didn't say anything. Relatable, absolutely. Hey, Iris. I just saw what happened. Are you alright? Yeah, I'm okay. You know, there's a way he could test the note to find out which Ghoul put it in Manny's locker. Can we? There is? How? Just come with me and to the mad science room and we'll run a couple tests. There is... How? Bad idea. Do it, why not? Alright, I'll do it. Melody, let's go. Bruh, why not? Like, straight up, like, if it clears Manny's name and freaking fixes their relationship, I'm all for it, even though I feel like this is a bad idea. He's still at the locker. Lol. Where am I going? Alright. Oh yeah, there you go. Phantom of the Opera. Operetta. 10 out of 10 character. Goth Rockabilly was so cool. It was such a cool, like, pin-up, goth pin-up, I think, was sort of the style they were going with. Goth pin-up and Rockabilly was what they went with for her. It looks so good. I'm not sure why I joined the comic book club. It's different, I'll give it that. Good for the girls, finally getting a voice. I mean, yeah. There you go, Jennifer as well. I get why her design is, like, considered offensive. And if you're curious about that, just look into it yourself, because I'm not really educated enough to really talk on it, but I understand, like, the basis of it. And, like, her redesign looks a lot better, but, like, I honestly find both designs just based on their own, like, if you're not, like, going off the fact that they're based off, like, legends from, like, locations. Like, they are pretty beautiful. It's just a shame that they're supposed to, like oh. God, the sound in the background is so grating. So what does it say, Melody? Well, we know for sure that it's a werecat, but this test is going to tell us exactly which one. Are you sure that's a good idea? What should be her sister? Oh, okay. The results say that note was left there by Catty Noah. Oh no, not Catty. She's so talented and perfect. How am I supposed to compete with? Bruh, it's obviously, like, not, like, she's not flirting with him. I think you should talk to Manny about this. Get his side of the story. Well, I mean, she's got a good level head about this. You're right, let's find him. Oh man, now we've got to go all the way back to that corridor, huh? I love that the mask still covers half her face. Very sharp design. It is pretty nice, isn't it? Like, I lost the mask for my one, so I've got to replace it, but the mask they did for her, like, they originally were transparent, and they look pretty sick. Oh, she's right there. Where's this going? So you swear to me that you and Catty aren't a thing? Yes, I swear. Where is this coming from? I saw the note in your locker with my own eye. Ha ha ha. Which is a Cyclops. Catty, how could you? Manny is my boyfriend. Oh god. Excuse me? I have no idea what you're talking about. She just stood there. Don't play dumb with me. I know it was you that put the note in Manny's locker. You stay away. Wait, Iris, I didn't put anything in Manny's locker. You're mistaking me for someone else. But we did the test, and it was a werecat. Who did the test? Melody did. Melody! It was her all along! obviously. You! You! Oh god, she's scarfed. Melody left that? No, haha. It's not funny. Why are you laughing? What? It's not like I would leave you for her. It's just nice to know that someone thinks about me like that. Oh my god, no, Manny, it's obviously a setup to wind Iris up. Oh my god. That is also not something you should say to your, like, significant other. It's nice that someone, like, compliments me in a way that you don't, is basically what that's implying. I think about you like that. No one else is allowed to. Exactly. Oh, I know you do. I like that too. But look, I think I can resist Melody's charms, and I really like for you to trust me. Maybe you're right. I should leave Melody alone. Sorry for doubting you, Manny. I didn't mean to. But, like, why'd she put it in there anyway? Like, I still don't understand. I still don't get it. Like, I'm like, but why? You. Who's messaged me? Yeah, I can read these. But, the fashion show is about to start and you need to be here for it. Oh shit. The music is like pumping, you know? God damn it. Oh my god! Oh my god, that was terrifying. They all sat down at the same time. What the shit? I'm uncomfortable. There's a lot of people out there. I don't believe this. Oh god, what now? Okay, so we forgot one minor detail. Here we go. We forgot to get ghouls to model our clothes. Oh, would you look at that? It's almost like you guys could model them yourselves, but never mind. You're gonna get me to do it. I'd help out, but these feet and shoes not happening. Chop Chop Fashion Club, there are people waiting out there. Well, I don't see you volunteering to put any of the clothes on, Jesus Christ. Wait, what about our model from the other day? Come on, JasperWackx, will you do it? Okay, I'll face my fears. I have stage fright. No, I'll do it. We couldn't have done it without you, JasperWackx. Excellent. Now hurry, go get changed. Oh, jeez. Do I walk? What do I do? Oh. Oh, okay. Check me out in Twyla's recolor. Yeah. I mean, it's green, but it's swamp green, and it's a weird color choice. Not fashionable at all. Oh wow, you guys, that was freaky fierce. Was that it? Ugh. Snacks, the music, the model. I've got to admit, even I had fun. My dress looked fantastic up there. It sure did. Your mum would be proud. Aww. In fact, she designed that, like, dress off, like, her mother, apparently. Not Twyla at all, but I think it's sweet that they went with the, like, the line that she was, like, kind of her mother. Your dress looked awesome too, Jennifer. The last touches you put on it really pushed it to the next level. But we didn't display it. Thanks, Skeleta. I got my inspiration from you. It's easy to confuse feedback with criticism. Although I think we all owe JasperWackx a huge thank you. You're welcome. Fucking hell. Thank you very much. That is the first thank you I've received this entire time. really do. JasperWackx, this would have been a terror without your help. Well, you're so fucking welcome. I guess we owe you a little thanks, JasperWackx. What do you mean a little thanks? I literally did all the work for you, Han. A little thanks. Fucking, you know what? At least I'm not sleazing around trying to pick up other people's mans. It's after school now. Did I go on? Okay, I guess I went on. Okay, weird. Oh, they're all still out here. Hello? You guys can go home now. The school should teach a class on partying. There's a lot more to it than you think. I can't talk to any of these guys. The design is one of my favorites, though I admit Mexico provides plenty of inspiration from it. Well, yeah, she's the Skeleta ones was like definitely like one of the more out there ones, and it was a bit of a like, there's in a bit of like contentious like issue at the time, because one of the biggest criticisms of Monster High from parents when the doll line released was that they were promoting unhealthy body images onto the girls, because young kids, right? Because the dolls were stick thin, they all had the same like body mold shape. Obviously G3 they improved on that, and now they've got more diversity in the body like type sphere. But like one of the things they did was like, rather than go the G3 route and like create more diverse body types, what they did in response to parents being like they're too thin was to create Skeleta, and Skeleta is skeleton, and like it was a bit of a like, hang on a minute. It was a bit of a weird like turn of events at the time, and you kind of had to be there. But the best thing about Skeleta's design is, I don't know the artist names, but her design was conceptualized and brought together by an actual, like, the artist was from Mexico, as far as I'm aware, so the design is very much, like, designed from someone who's got, like, good, like, regional experience and stuff. You'd hope. But, yeah, so it was, like, one of the better, like, more appropriate, like, designs for the, like, more, regional based dolls, which is good, but it's also a shame, because it's a shame that the rest of the, like, regional myth dolls didn't really follow that sort of route. Like, Jennifer, for example, is, like, she's based on, like, Chinese dragon, as far as I'm aware. I don't know too much about it, but you guys should look into the, like, the issues with the Monster High original designs, because she wasn't the only one. Another one was the Marisol Coxey that we just saw. That's a slur. Her name is literally a slur, which was a wild ride. And also Gigi Grant was also considered somewhat of a racist design. So yeah, it was like, there were issues. Much as I'm like, I love the brand and I love everything about it, there were issues, and I'm not going to sit here and deny it. But I'm also not going to sit here and educate you on it, because I don't think I'm educated enough. I know about it, I know enough to like say I know about it, but like I don't think I'm not confident enough to actually talk about it too much more. Concerns. Yeah, I can see the concerns. Yeah. It's a shame, because I think they're beautiful, but it's, you have to keep in mind that a lot of them are based on like regional legends and stuff. Aces, I've got things I can buy. Ooh. Interesting. Pineapple leggings. Pineapple? I mean, I can't afford them, but like, interesting choice. Alright. Let's change our outfit for tomorrow. Because once we do that, we get to clean up our room, and when we clean up our room, we get money for it. What are we gonna go with? I haven't worn that one yet, so maybe that one. Oh, that's new. Yeah, I could do that. I love that, though. 100% this game for me, like, is just getting to dress up my character in, like, fun outfits. That's where I'm, like, having the most fun. I mean, I kind of like that. I've got leggings now. I don't know if the green leggings really go, though. Go with them and see what shoes we can try. Try this. Just don't think that really goes, does it? Maybe that. A bit like, I think the recolors of these, some of them look great and then some of them are a bit like, ooh, the meshing did not go well there. I mean, I think that's the most like color appropriate one, but I also just don't like how little green is on that. You know what? I'm gonna go for the dress, see if that... No, it literally, nothing goes with these shoes, lol. Maybe those. But again, it's the like, there's no green. And I'm a green gal, if you couldn't tell. Try it with the green leggings. Actually, it doesn't look horrible, I'm not gonna lie, but it's, yeah, that's not really what I'm going for, is it? We'll go with that. And then we'll go with... Try these for now. Might be able to get something before we go to school tomorrow. We'll see, maybe we'll see if we can get some green hair in here. Dude, my hair is blue right now. It like, I've gone for a galaxy tone. I dyed it today. I'm like, I dye my hair a lot, but like I dyed it today and I've gone for a galaxy. I know Halloween's tomorrow, but I was thinking about going green for Halloween, but I only had like a small amount of green hair dye in the bottle, so I have to get some more of that, but... You know what, maybe we should go for that, seeing as it's Halloween tomorrow. Also we should, hopefully, let's just go with that for now, but we should hopefully have a collab tomorrow. I've just got to iron out the details with everyone, but it looks like it's going ahead. I haven't really like seen anything else other than it, but I say that like I'm not the person organizing it. I'm organizing it, but very badly. So tomorrow at 2 p.m. GMT, which is 2 p.m. GMT plus 1. I'm not 100% sure on that. But tomorrow at 2 p.m. we'll be streaming here with, as far as I'm aware, Klutzy Mina, the Mighty Maddie, and It's Tea Time for some Darkest Hours. And yes, I know that our usual loadout is with Mimi as well, but Mimi is not able to join us tomorrow or something, as far as I'm aware. But we'll be on tomorrow at a bit of an earlier time, but that's just because we've color collab. I'm on holiday, so Halloween special, Darkest Hours tomorrow with friends, so I'm excited for that one. Right, I'm gonna do another day because we've got time. Because I get no time limit today. E. Just hang around the house, see if it will give me a new Fashion thing to buy. There we go! Dude, I love the outside of the house. It looks so cool. That's fun. I hope you all have an excellent time on Halloween. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you very much. I mean... Ooh, there's a lot. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my god, look at all this stuff in here. Oh my god, it's a shame I don't have very much money. God damn it. Oh my god, look at all this shit. Oh my god, there's so many good things here. Wow. Holy crap. Oh, it's gonna be hard picking one. If you're interested in joining the Discord, you put !Discord in chat right now. It'll give you a link to the Discord server if you're interested in finding out when we stream and stuff. It'll notify you on there when I'm live. And also, I post updates as to the situations with our regular live streams and also any collabs we've got coming up. I'm not very consistent with it, so bear with, but I usually give some sort of notification on there about if we're doing a collab on that day or not. If you're interested for future reference, obviously no pressure or anything. I think I'm gonna go with these, because I think that would be fun. Although this would be fun for... I'll go with these, because I want to see how it looks with this outfit. Although I love the shoes on this. Oh my god, hideous. What the fuck has happened to my toes? What the frick? Why is it like this? Why? What is going on? The mapping of that just looks a bit... Oh, okay, I didn't actually switch. I mean, it looks alright from a distance. Up close, it does not look good. I mean, it's just what is going on with my toes? I think there's meshing for like nail polish there. It's just gone really garish. That's a shame. I mean, we'll go with it. Why not? A terrible outfit for today, but never mind. Yeah, thank you. Excuse me. One of us is gonna have to go home and change. I also need to find out. Then I have to get the rest of this money. Come on. Well, I need some new earrings. Oh, fuck. Oh. No! 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 Cool. Okay, I got them. Why is she going into the council meeting? Disappears. I got no money. Oh no, I've got the bait sale today. No! Go fuck off. Laguna is somewhere.
We've got a busy day ahead of us, team. But this time, we do know what to expect, so we're far better prepared. On that note, the meeting is now in session. Once again, Deuce and the Cooking Club have come up with the goods. They've baked almost twice as many cookies this time around. So with a little luck, we won't sell out. Laguna, what are we doing with the sale positions?
Sorry. Oh, what happened there? I'm back. Welcome back, Net. Net redeem drink. Don't I thank you, Net? I will drink to
that. Okay, listen up, people. Looking at the student movements from the last fundraiser, we've improved the positioning of the cookie restocking points. Once again, each of you has been assigned a specific area. You know the deal. Sell as many cookies as is monsterly possible. Any questions? Yes, Katrine.
Could I try a cookie? They look so scrumptious. I can almost taste them with my eyes.
Me too! Me too! The master demands it! Must have cookies!
Okay.
You've got to be joking, ghouls. No, that's enough. No one's getting any cookies. They're strictly for the sale so we can raise money to fix up the basketball court. Remember? Now stop being silly and let's get on with it.
Dude, it would be a case of, if we've got any left over, then sure, but you've got to contribute money towards it.
Sorry. Sorry.
Once again, I've uploaded each of your selling locations to your iCoffin maps. Find your way to the glowing icon, and you'll be in position.
Okay, that's it, people. Time to sell some cookies.
I need to get a drink real quick. I will be 2 seconds. I'll leave this on in the background. It's fine. But I'm gonna take a break. I refuse. I will be 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Back. Whack is back. Sorry, I'm just going to see Paul as well. No, he will not be coming to say hi today. I'm afraid he's busy. He's playing his Xbox games, which is something he does in the background of these streams quite often, but he's in the other room. Enjoying the vibes here. I'm glad you're enjoying the vibes here. Ignore the stream elements message. There is a significant lack of green on this. No! Oh my god, the camera angles really make me a bit, like, nauseous. How am I going out here? What's going on? Jeez. There's literally only 46 notifications. Oh, this is where I've got to sell them, I see. Behind you, three-headed monkey. Kidding. Okay, good for you, Hen. Alright, now I'm significantly soggy. Gimme. My weird walk cycle, we ready? No. Come back here, you must buy one. Everyone has to buy one. No. Back Okay. People escaping. Oh no. Quick! Quick! I must get... What? What am I doing? Why am I like... Okay. That doesn't do anything. What? It's just like making a like tune. Someone was here a second ago. Oh, I see. They stop moving if I do it. If I'm close enough, I see. Oh, okay, there we go. Got him. No! That's cool. Okay. No, come back. Oh, no. I'm losing customers, people. This is taking me a lot longer than the other one. Significantly longer. Get all these people. Cool. Fucking hell. Give money to Abby. Okay. Dude, poor Deuce. I'm literally making him work overtime. I'm like, Deuce, man, my man, I'm in this. Like, they're making me do everything right now, right? And I'm dragging him down with me. If I've got to suffer and do everything for free, he is also suffering and has to do everything for free. Ooh, I landed on someone's head then. Oh, fuck off. Alright. Do I have enough? Ah! They're going past me. What is happening? Okay, cool. Do I have enough yet? Fuck. Okay. Literally just want those gold earrings. They're coming towards me. They are. No! Run around this whole fucking school after this one fucking coin. I swear to God. No! Come on! Give it! Oh, fuck. Christ. You watch, I'm gonna get all the money together.
Hello. Customary greeting to you. We did better than last time, huh? Oh my Ghoul, that money bag is gargantuan. How you lifting that thing?
Money! Gives you money!
What?
I take it! Gimme, gimme, gimme! King Spookencommon demands I protect his treasure. So does the Sphinx and the Pharaohs. Relent, or their vengeance will rain down on Monster High!
Katrine, what's happened? Why Spectres and Cleo's curse past you? When did that happen? I don't think so.
You dare to ignore my command? The Sphinx will gobble you up and wreak havoc on these halls!
I love Katrine, and I really wanted a doll of her. She was like my favorite growing up because it's like, she's like a werecat, which was already like one of my like top, like pretty much if they released a werecat doll, I was all over it, right? But, like, I was like, she's a werecat and she's an artist. It was like 10 out of 10. And her color palette is like chef's kiss, but like, I don't have any of her dolls. Much to my dismay. I'm working on it, but like, she's one of the ones on my list, but I don't have any of her dolls, which is unfortunate. I also don't have any of Catty Noirs either. I have Toralei and I have the werecat twins, but in terms of werecats, that's all I got.
Catherine, leave her alone. We've come to expect this whacked out stuff from Spectra lately, but not you. You know I'm council treasurer, and I look after all council funds. So cool your jets and go away. I am sorry. You should not have to put up with that. Things have been crazier than usual around here, and I do not have a clue what is going on. Maybe it is something in the water. But Catherine, it just makes no sense. We'd better start being extra careful when handling the council money. It's getting hard to know who to trust.
Okay, maybe we should tell Ghoulia and the others, because this is becoming a very circle event, and you need to, like, stop getting me to do fetch quests and let me sort this out. Okay, never fucking mind. You know what? I can see where my opinions are cared for, and it says not in this council. Can I afford these earrings? I can! Yeah, baby! Get to class. Do I actually have to? Okay. I'm not making the mistake of not, like, going to class when I've got others, like, tasks to do and stuff. Done that before. Cheerleading practice now, going fucking great. Right, where am I going now? Oh, okay. Black it. Money's coming towards this way. No! Whatever. Shit. I'm not good with this money collection. It's really hard to tell where it's going is the problem. Oh, just Frankie. Okay. Worrying.
Hey, you know, I'm really looking forward to practice today.
Oh.
As much as I like Cleo, her behavior was really making fear leading a high drama. It kind of sucked the fun out of everything. Oh, I wonder where Claudine and Draculara are. They should have been here by now.
Oh no, Catherine and Claudine and Dracula.
You don't think we should be worried, do you?
I think we should be worried. Things are weird.
You know what? We're probably just overreacting.
No.
They could have just slept in or decided on having a lazy day.
It's lunchtime.
Let's start practicing without them.
No. Right, give me 2 seconds. Mute desktop audio so that I don't get copyrighted. Because it will actually... Yeah, there you go. The minigame starts. Here we go. Sorry guys, you're gonna have to sit through this now. In silence. Fuck. Oh. I don't know what I keep missing. Oh my god, it's still going. I've done it. This is one of 2. I don't need it to be this long. That was totally bolts. Good job, she says, knowing full well I've now got to do it a second time, but without the directions. I don't remember any of this. Oh, that was right. Oh, fuck. How am I managing this? No, I fucked it. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Be over. Ugh. This is stressful. I'm really stressed. Oh, I don't remember. Oh, okay. Thank fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I hate that fucking minigame so fucking much.
Do you get the feeling someone's watching us?
No. Oh. Oh no. Oh no.
Well, what do we have here?
I wasn't really expecting them to all get cursed, but never mind. GG's, thank you.
You'll have to do better than that, ghouls, if you hope to be fear leaders.
Oh, please don't make me do it again.
Cleo, what are you doing here?
What do you mean? I'm the captain of the fear leading team. I'm here to put you ghouls through your paces.
Please don't make me do it again.
What's going on? Yesterday we decided to kick Cleo off the team, and now you guys are acting like you want her back as captain. I don't understand.
What are you talking about, silly ghoul? No such thing happened yesterday, did it? Claudine? Draculaura?
Why would we do that? We all love Queen Cleo being the head of the fear leading team.
So true! If Her Majesty wasn't here, we wouldn't have a chance to win the Monster Nationals. Cleo helps us be the best fear leaders we can. We should be thanking her, not throwing her off the team.
Oh man.
What should we do?
Rap for it!
Good idea. Let's go.
They just watch us.
That was close.
But still
I
in
can't
the room.
believe Claudine and Draculaura have changed. We have to turn up to fear leading practice tomorrow, for their sake. Draculaura and Claudine were on our side just a couple of days ago, but now... Meet me at the gym before practice begins. I don't want to get caught in there by myself.
Fez. Okay. I've got new outfits. No, there isn't anything. Oh, Oh, they're all going in. Good lord. Alright. Fucking Christ. I wish I could read the, like, chat board right now. Just them all smack-talking each other, but I can't. I swear. If I, like, click it, it'll crash. I'm not risking it, because it's such a pain in the ass to try and get this open again. Wait, do I actually need to get to class? Is there nothing? Stop messaging me. I can't read it, hens. I'm really worried worried this game is really loud. It looks really loud. You turn it down ever so slightly. Especially with those notifications. Go home? Do I really have... Oh man, I really have nothing. Holy shit. Wait. But I usually have like extracurriculars and stuff and I don't seem to have anything right now. Oh man. Running out of things to do. Guess we're on the main quest. Oh, that hurts because that means we're wrapping it up with Monster High and that really hurts my soul. I'm not ready to wrap it up. We've been playing this for the last few weeks. I mean, I've got other games I could play in the same, like, vein. Like, there are other Monster High games if people want to see that, but, like... Man... There's always Skulltimate Secrets. I'm probably not going to play Skulltimate Secrets, but, there are the other games that I can play. I would just have to, like, do a bit more prep for them, but it's nothing we haven't done before on this channel. Oh wow, the shopping thing just updated so much quicker. Wait, that's so pretty. What is it? Wait, those are nice, but... Ooh, baby. What is going on there? I'm trying to work out what that dress is. I don't know. Interesting. I like that jacket though, like the mint green. There's my... Still need that top, but that... cheap, so we'll get that. Try on. Ooh, check it out. I wonder what that's based on. Obviously all these dresses are based on something. Oh, it's based on Abby's dress. I'm pretty sure. The only thing missing is the fur trim, but that might be a meshing thing that they couldn't contribute for. But the, if you can notice the bottom of the dress and then the cording around it, it's very similar to Abby's, like, tunic dress from, like, her first gen doll. Will it go good with those? I mean, it kind of looks okay. Maybe if we try the stockings, probably not. Oof. Oof, okay. Maybe not. I mean... Who with those? I'm just playing dress up before we have to wrap up because we will probably have to end stream kind of soon. Yeah, I will have to end stream kind of soon. I will double check. I will find out. Oh. Hello? The game hasn't crashed, by the way. It's still open. Jeez, that was a bit of a sweat moment. Holy shit, I thought it crashed. It does that. That's my computer. It just closes programs randomly. None of these really are giving me what I want. I'm not into any of this. I mean, silver ones would look nice, but like... I don't really have any silver ones. I like that. That looks nice. Not done a blonde look yet. We'll go with that for a minute, but I think we'll probably ultimately change it. Time for sleep. Thank you for the stream. It's really fun. Chat Monster High with someone. You're so welcome. I'm glad you could I'm glad you could find me. I don't usually get to talk about Monster High. Well, I get to talk about it. I get to talk about whatever I want. It's just nice to have someone to, like, talk about it with. I love Monster High. It is definitely, like, my #1 special interest, especially at the minute, so you're more than welcome to come in. And also, on the Discord, you're more than welcome to talk more about it if that's something that interests you. Thank you very much for coming. I need to find out if I can... Oh no, I'm not going to be able to. No, because the shop shuts at 8. A pretty cool franchise, more people should know about it. Being grand things. Yeah, I think that the lovely thing about Monster High is, like, there's something in it for everyone that's into the alternative fashion space. Unfortunately, it's not great for, like, people of the more, like, preppy sense, but I think the newer generation is definitely going to entice a lot of people, and you know what? I'm not against that. If it brings people back to Monster High, I'm all for it, because I think that, you know, the old Monster High was iconic, but it isn't suitable for the times anymore. There were a lot of, like, issues plagued with, it was plagued with a lot of issues in its lifetime, and you know, that's just how these things go sometimes, but I think ultimately, like, it will always have a special place in my heart, and I'm just glad that I get to share that with people. Bedroom. Right. I don't want to finish, but I think we're going to be getting kind of close to the end of the game if I do the finishing, if I try and play anymore. Totally agree, well said. Thanks. Anyways, with that, guys, I will love and leave you. I'm sorry, I did plan to play a little bit longer, but because we're getting so close to 7 o'clock and I've still got to go and have dinner and stuff, I just feel like might be cutting it a bit close, but I'm not sure. And also just because I think we are coming to the kind of closing of the, like, Monster High game in general, because I don't think it's a very long playthrough or anything. So I want to save it for a bit longer. I want to savor it a bit more. Bye bye, bye Net. Net redeemed drink deli. Thank you, Net. I will drink to that. So yeah, I mean, it's not the end of Monster High for us. I will continue to talk about it. I've also talked briefly about the fact that I said on Sunday, on our 1-year anniversary, 2-year anniversary, sorry, that I plan to, like, get a webcam and maybe do some stuff. I plan to eventually do some Monster High, like, OOAK dolls. I plan to try and maybe do at least one. Give that a go on stream. I'm gonna try and make my VTuber model on a Monster High doll, so that's something that you guys have to look forward to in the future, but that's in the next year sort of thing, so it'll happen at some point in this next year, but I don't know when exactly, because I've got to source all the materials for it, which is a bit of a hassle, but it's fine. I'm willing to do it. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me today, guys. I'm sorry it was such a short stream. I feel like it was really short, and I was planning to go for a lot longer, but I actually don't know what time, like, I can go to today, and I fucked it up, but that's on me. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. Yeah, thank you for joining me today, guys, and I will see you all I'll see you all tomorrow at 2 PM sharp for some dark hours with the gang. Take care and have a nice night. Thank you for coming and thank you for joining us. It's been nice to meet you. Yeah, 2 PM. What time is it? It's coming up to 7 in my country, so in 10 minutes minus, what time is it? Minus 3 hours, I think. No, that's wrong. Minus 5 hours. Yes, minus 5 hours from 10 minutes if that makes sense. That is the time in which we will be streaming tomorrow, okay? So whatever time that is to your time zone, come join. But I will put a thing on Discord that will have a time zone appropriate tag on it at some point. So yes. Thank you very much for joining me today, guys, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye bye! Bye 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 bye!